Hey everybody, welcome to Brothers Thrice. It's egg roll o'clock. Kev just squeezed an egg roll right in the last second. Full chipmunk in it right now. But welcome to Brothers Thrice. We just had a little bit of a draft. If you want to listen to that, it's on our podcast feed. Go take a listen. We did our draft for the order of the in our picks for today's episode, best chip flavor. So if you want to listen to how we got these picks and what we decided on and what maybe are some of our honorable mentions, go listen to that and you can come back. Now this is the the bracket. I keep getting those confused. Draft, bracket of our top picks. So what do you got? I would say before we get in there, do you guys go for chips if you have snacks out? Would you always go for a chip?
Oh yeah.
I feel like it depends. It depends on what else is out there, as well as what point in the party/event are we in?
What are our chips? Just the beginning of the party thing for you?
No, it could be like we've had the big meal,
Not just
or
nibbling.
the bigger snack, and now I just want to pick while we're watching the third quarter of a game or whatever. But also, are there like pigs in a blanket? Because I'm not going
Are there
for the
pulled
chips if there's
pork
pigs in a blanket.
sliders?
No, it will not be pulled pork sliders.
It's a running joke that's
that.
gone into our real life now. I point it out every time I see it. I'm like, ooh, pulled pork sliders. And they're like, no, it's not real. I'm like, yes, it is. No. So, yeah, we have our chip. You know, I enjoy chips. I had, over this Christmas holiday break or whatever, so many chips. We had chips with different dips. We had chips with hummuses. We had chips with salsa. We had too many chips. My waistline. Oh, my God.
Oh. Well, something to preface before the battle is that these chips are dipless, spreadless, everything.
Right.
They're just the plain old chip.
This is just a bowl of chips. You're going to eat them. There's no accoutrement with them. This is our picks for just, if you have a chip, these are the best ones we think, according to us. And there's so many brands and different things that it's hard to pick all of them because, like, yeah, is this, maybe this, like, if you have, like, just, you know, say sour cream and onion, every single brand has their own, and some of them might be better than others, but, you know, that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about just our favorite flavors in general.
Right.
So, should we kick it off, boys?
Take it
I
away.
think so.
All right, we got number 9 pick and number 8. Number 8 versus 9. So, it's Kev's pick, the Zapp's brand Voodoo Chips, versus Brian's just any kind of brand he enjoys, the salt and vinegar flavor.
Now,
So,
let me ask you a question,
plead
Kev.
your
With the voodoo chips, are these like you take a chip out of the bag and you stab it with a sewing needle, and then some other chip in the world's like ooh.
That's exactly it. It adds to the fun.
Oh, torture.
No,
Yummy.
I just believe they're New Orleans style. That's what
They're
it's called,
Nolans.
the bag.
So it's Will, you've enjoyed the voodoo chips
They're
before.
good.
Okay, Brian, you have not, correct?
I believe I have had them one time.
He's Googling them right now. I can see his face.
I am. I believe I had them one time. You showed me them. The New Orleans kettle style. I'm
Right,
looking
so
on images
for-
right now. There's a bedspread that is just the bag.
I like it.
I should get it. It's on Etsy for $60.
That's
Oh, not
expensive.
bad. So for those who don't know what the voodoo chips are, they're kettle-cooked potato chips, but the flavoring is kind of like a tangy. They're almost like a salt and vinegary barbecue. Is kind of what they're.
They do have a lot in the powder. There are a lot of different combined things. Seems like.
Yeah, it's a lot of flavors going on.
hodgepodge.
But if I was to describe it, it'd be like a tangy salt and vinegary barbecue. Is kind of how I would describe them. So, very delicious, very light.
Oh, they're
They
that
do
light.
kind of get on your fingers a bit, the dust of them. But
I'm picturing just
They're
like a
very-
chip that's just doused in like Zataran seasoning because it's not.
Kinda. It's very. I think it's a lot of concentrated flavors on the chip.
yeah,
It's not a light dusting.
It's different. That's why a lot of chips are cheddary or straight barbecue or spicy. These are a weird, different diversion from most other chip flavors,
It's
which I feel like puts
experience.
it on its own playing field comparatively to other chips.
Interesting, because I could say the same thing about the salt and vinegar chips because they are also unique in that they are off the beaten path of salt, pepper, cheese, which is a great deal of a lot of chip flavors. You don't really get that kind of... How would you describe the flavor of vinegar? Is it like a umami sort of deal?
It's like a tang. It's like a salty
it's very very tangy. But
well, I do enjoy salt and vinegar chips, but have you guys ever done this? This I recommend if you like salt and vinegar chips.
Let me hear it.
If you go to a restaurant, right, and you get leftovers, right, bring it home, and you got like a burger or whatever, and you got leftover fries, instead of just eating the fries, dipping them in ketchup, heat them up.
Vinegar.
You put a little vinegar on and sprinkle some salt on them, and eat them with a fork. They're like potato, like salt and vinegar French fries. Delicious.
Isn't that like what's that Canadian thing?
No.
Poutine. It's not cheese all over. That poutine has cheese and gravy.
Oh, not similar at all. Got it. Okay.
I know at Five Guys Burgers and Fries. I haven't been there in a good long time. But when I used to go, they always have like they always give you like literally a brown bag sack of fries, just like staining the bag, and they have like on the like condiment, obviously the ketchup and everything, but they also have like malt vinegar, like little shakies, and you could do that. Some people like really enjoy that.
It is very good. So next time you have leftover fries, Brian, give that a go if you like salt and vinegar chips.
I'll get right on it.
I'm sorry, Brian, but my tongue does not enjoy the salt and vinegar. I don't like the sizzle it gives me. It gives me a sizzle on my tongue. It gives me like
Is your tongue made of baking soda? Why is it sizzling? What's the problem?
Bacon soda or baking soda?
Baking soda.
I know you said. Well, your tongue made of baking soda?
Don't make fun of me.
It's maybe I have a more base heavy tongue or basic.
You're a basic bitch.
Yeah, basic.
I'm basic
You're
in the
basic.
mouth because I sizzle. It sizzles my tongue a bit when I eat the vinegar. I don't like it.
Come on. Oh yeah, but that's interesting because in another chip that you selected, peep the draft, by the way. The dill pickle one that you selected, you said, "Oh, it's briny."
Yeah, but
explain to me what's the base of the brine in a dill pickle juice, Will?
There is probably some vinegar in there, but it's not. It's not. But it's not the same. It's not the same.
Sizzle your tongue on that, Will.
But it gives me more than just a sizzle. It doesn't sizzle like as much as the salt and vinegar chips are like. Most of it is just salt and most of it's vinegar. I don't know. I can't explain it. I just don't like the chip.
Yeah. So you're saying that when you eat a salt and vinegar chip, or anything vinegar based for that matter, in your mouth it's like when you open your mouth it's like Pop Rocks, that kind of sizzle.
I don't know. I haven't eaten.
Or is it more like a elementary school science fair project?
Yeah, my mouth is a volcano from science fair.
Okay.
No, I don't think it's just bubbles and stuff. I just feel a sizzle that I don't enjoy in my chips.
Well,
I'm so sorry.
You're lost.
And I also really like the Zapp's voodoo chips. So I honestly, even if I did like the salt and vinegar, this would still go this way because those chips are really good. They were on my list.
Sure they're quite delicious, but I haven't had too much to make that decision.
You should experience
Next time we hang out, I'll get you some.
Okay, thanks.
So I'm guessing, Kev, you're sticking with yours?
Yes, sir.
And I'm going with Zapp's and Brian. I guess you haven't had the Zapp's enough to know, the voodoo chips to know whether or not you would stay or not, but
yeah,
it's 2 against 1 anyway, so
I lose.
Salt, you get good day, sir. Salt and vinegar knocked out. For all those salt and vinegar fans, very sorry. Just not for me. I just don't like it. Can't help it. Moving down to the next one, we got a 4 versus a 5 pick.
Me versus Brian again.
Yeah. We have, which also this is also
this is gonna be like a
landslide.
I will say my piece.
Brian has plain kettle cooked chips. I guess the flavoring is salt.
The flavor is OG. That's the flavor.
I'm not bad. We'll get into it in a second. And then versus Kevin's 5 pick, which is the purple bag spicy sweet chili Doritos.
Delicious.
Go ahead.
Brian, do you want to go first and get whatever the hell you're going to say out of the way?
First of all, I don't like the purple bag Doritos, okay? I don't like them, Sam. Have you
had them anytime recently? They're good.
Yes, I've had them on a boat, and I've had them with a goat. I do not like those chips. They are...
You didn't eat them with a goat.
I did. You don't know me. I don't like them. They are too spicy for a chip.
They're not spicy at all, you little baby tongue.
Will's got a basic tongue. You got a baby tongue.
Yeah, well, you can't say shit about my baby tongue if you're out here like, oh, the vinegar sizzles my tongue. I can't.
That's a chemical reaction. I can't help it. Spiciness, I can have like.
That's also a chemical reaction.
That's also a chemical reaction.
But it's different because that's a spicy level. That's like it's barely spicy. That thing.
And also, what's the second word in it? It's sweet.
It's sweet.
Yeah,
and
where's
spicy.
the sweet? Where is it? I don't get any hints of the
sweet.
sweet.
It's there.
It's sweet. If it was no sweet, it'd be spicier because of the sweetness kind of balance it out.
I don't know, but I don't like that one. And the kettle cooked
What are you
chips.
gonna say about? Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead.
The pure crunch on those babies is just next level out of this world.
You can get crunch in every chip. That's like the whole thing is crunch. That's the whole point.
Wrong. A regular old blab, nasty
I'm talking about
potato chip, it's not that crunchy.
Other flavored chips that are also kettle cooked can you give you the same or more, just as much crunch. It's the same thing.
I like what I like.
You're so boring.
But
I'm not boring.
These are we are made this bracket with dipless. Like no, we're not dipping these chips in anything. Just a bowl. Who dumps a bowl of potato chips, kettle cooked,
Obviously
nothing on them but salt, and eat those straight up?
I would. Not that I wouldn't do it.
I wouldn't do it.
I would eat it.
It's
I
a
would eat
waste
it out of a
of
bag
calories.
because I don't like dip. I'm not a dip man because it's all creams and things I don't enjoy. So I don't go dips. But I would eat if I had like a little snack side. If I didn't have
nothing else.
If I had no other choices, I just had it in the house, or it came in like a if you have like a sandwich and you have like the snack size bags.
Yeah, like the Panera bread chips that come with the sandwiches. Those are delightful.
I would
They're
eat
regular.
That. Well, it's not something I wouldn't like. I would not eat the sea salt and vinegar. I would not pick those on any day. But a regular potato chip, sure, I would. But in comparison to other flavors, I wouldn't go for it. And like Kev said, the kettle cooked ones, I'm sure for the people who are dip lovers, that's a really good chip for like onion.
That's
dip.
a great
versatile,
like an onion soup, onion dip.
Yeah,
those they're sturdy. You get a little scoop on there.
No cracking. But that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about just eating them out of a bag straight.
Right. I know. So I like eating them out of the bag straight. I think because they are, I wouldn't say they're. I mean, to use your words, they are flavorless. They're just the salt. You can eat 10,000 of them. It's like popcorn at the movie theaters. You can just eat 1,000 of them.
Yeah, but there's another flavor on popcorn at the movie theater. It's not just salt. It's also butter. Another chip that we will talk about in a second is also just a plain chip with just salt but also pepper. Right? So you're not just doing a sea salt flavored chip.
All right. Well, you know what? No matter what the results of this bracket are,
we know what they are. Brian, your picks are gonna actually make it past the first round.
We have a new stipulation. If your pick loses, you're never allowed to eat it ever again. That's actually a Brothers Thrice rule. It's like Genie style. Once they lose, they vanish from existence. I'm so sorry, I didn't tell you that.
Shit. Damn it.
Well,
all right, well, what do you have to say about the spicy sweet chili, you bastard?
Oh, I forgot we didn't even get into that.
I feel like I don't even have to say anything about them because it's going against a plain potato chip. But it's the elite of the Doritos. The Doritos in general are like flavor blasted. Like there's so much flavor on it. Like the amount of spices that are put on it, one singular Dorito are ridiculous. But the sweet and spicy, it's just very different comparatively to the cheese and the ranch. So it's an elite Dorito flavor. And Doritos are made to not dip into things. Like you're not dipping that in a salsa or
it's kind of a standalone chip.
It's made to eat by itself.
It's made for this bracket.
Exactly. And I think it's the elite Dorito flavor. So that's all I got to say about that.
Well, and I agree with Kev. Like I said in our draft episode before this one, they have now at my office. They have the little snack size versions, and of the sweet. They do also have the Cool Ranch and the nacho cheese, but they have the newer the purple bag, the spicy sweet chili. And if I see that and it's not people haven't taken it all already, I'll definitely try to grab a bag because it's just so. It's also for so many years I've just had Cool Ranch and nacho cheese. Like this seems like a breath of fresh air in the Dorito world. So I'm voting for that, obviously. Sorry, Brian.
It's fine.
Next time you eat a regular kettle chip by itself, I'll send you a picture.
Wait, what?
Next time I eat a regular cheddar kettle cooked chip, I'll send you a picture. Be like, look, I'm eating it by itself. And you'll be like, oh,
All right,
thank you.
I'll be waiting by the phone.
Good. All right, next up then. So the spicy sweet chili Dorito moves on. Purple bag going on. Next up, now we got another Dorito matchup here. We have a Brian's number 3 Dorito Nacho Cheese, the red bag, versus my Kettle brand dill pickle, which I actually have right here off frame.
Whoa!
Wrong side. Here we go. The crinkle cut. So it's really they're kettle cooked and crinkle cut. So you have.
Can you put that up to the camera so I can see that?
Full rigidity.
Whoa.
This is also very good by itself because it's salty, briny, pickly. It's just really good.
Oh, briny, kind of like vinegar chips.
No, it's not the same. If you
kiss my ass, Will, kiss my ass.
I'm sorry. If you took a bite of pickle, or maybe a little drink of a pickle juice, or you put pickle juice in something, versus just a shot of vinegar, which one do you enjoy more?
Neither, actually. That would.
Well, you know what I mean.
That's a good argument, but they're quite similar.
Them both,
but
equally
it's
bad.
not. You would drink a white vinegar and see how much you could not you swallow it and not like go oh, because it's so much. But a dill pickle is soaked in it and it gets all the juices and a lot of other flavorings but not just vinegar in the pickles. It's like
I didn't say they were exactly the same, but they have some similarities in terms of the brininess.
We have little flecks of dill on the chip as well. I don't know if you can see that. There you go.
Yeah,
YouTube
beautiful.
viewers can really check out this chip. But the crinkle cut and the kettle, it's good for dip. I'm not talking about that, but it's very hearty for scoopage.
What dip would that go with though?
I don't know. I'm not a dip guy, but I'm sure if you did an onion dip, it would probably still taste good. I don't know. I don't have it very much.
Be a
It's
little
sour
too
cream
much different
based.
flavors.
But just really good. And these bags are not very huge, and they only film like halfway, which is such a ripoff. But like.
Well, they got it for transportation purposes.
I guess, but they always do like half. They could do 3/4. There'll be still plenty of air in there.
Well, they want to make sure that it's puffy enough that it doesn't crush all your chips. Thanks, Will.
There you go. Oh,
That's
so
why I
briny,
ate an
so
egg roll
delicious.
before this, so I wasn't hungry watching you eat chips.
Yeah. So that's my pick. Delicious. I already kind of went into why I like them. So, Brian, you can talk about the nacho cheese Doritos.
All right, so this is not the spicy chili. This one is the goat of Doritos.
Not my opinion, but go ahead.
These have a special place in my heart because at every party, every sort of function at all, there was always a bowl of these, no matter where you went, out and ready
Every
to go.
party?
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
More than the dill pickle, probably.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I
These
can
are
see
very, very popular chips. They're everywhere, always,
Not
and
saying they're
forever.
not popular.
And I remember in high school, maybe when I was like 14 or 15, when you're so full of hormones and rage, I came home from school once and I ate like an entire bag of the nacho cheese Doritos, but it's not like the snack bag. It was the
normal
family
bag.
size?
the Costco family size bag. I ate
God.
the whole thing.
I probably could have done that too.
Like I was just sitting watching TV after school, just eating that, and then I was like, "Oh shit!" I ate the whole. Like it was a brand new bag. I opened it up and ate the entirety of the bag.
What
It was
does that have
crazy.
to do with your hormones and your rage? You just sound like you were just snacky. Want to have some
Well,
snacks?
I don't think you can do that when you're like 40.
I'm sure
Well,
you could.
no.
Your
Well,
stomach would fall out of your ass.
There's people who probably can do it. They just have to have like a lot of. They just be used to that kind of eating all the time.
I guess. But like when I was 14, 15, I could eat that entire bag and then go run a marathon or something. Now
I
that
don't
the
think you could run
sodium
a
would put me on my
never run a
Irish.
marathon.
All right, both of you get out of here.
Well, okay. Besides you being hormonal and eating them, what else about them do you like? The flavor wise.
They're delicious, and I always think of
okay.
the
Good.
cheesiness. Like you find like you open up the bag, you go into it, you fish out like the most coated orangey one, and you just go right on the tongue. Delicious.
Do you suck it off the corn chip?
No, don't suck it off the corn chip. You're nasty.
Gross. Well, in looking for like a coated chip, I think the Cool Ranch you could always because like the blue and the green specks and things like that. I'm a big Cool Ranch. Cool Ranch. I think my Cool Ranch and like the sweet spicy chili might be like pretty much neck and neck for me depending on what day it is. But nacho cheese has always been lower. Because the Cool Ranch is like it's like a punch in the face of Cool Ranch, and the nacho cheese is like it's just cheese. Like I have had that at other chips all the time. Yeah.
Well, personally, I prefer red dye 40 compared to blue, so I'm gonna go with that.
Technically, if you look, it's not blue. It just the bag is blue, so you think of it's blue. But if you look close on the thing, they're actually like red and green, like dehydrated pepper, bell pepper, like powder they make, and that's what's on it. So it's not really actually blue.
Well,
it's
like the
green.
branding. Why would anything be blue?
Well, no, they can dye it blue.
My
Brian
favorite
said,
flavor is blue. Well, I'll tell you what. So you're saying that powder is the dehydrated pepper and stuff. So what you're saying is Doritos are vegetables?
No. Well, technically,
That's
corn
what I heard.
Chip. It's a corn chip, so technically it is, but it's not.
All right.
It's nothing out of
So you ate a whole bag of vegetables.
Yeah, so I was really healthy when I was 14. Is what you're saying?
Covered
Help
in
you with
salt.
the marathons.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, so obviously you guys are sticking with your original chips.
If it was Cool, if Brian said Cool Ranch, I would have went with Cool Ranch over my dill pickles.
I didn't.
But because he picked Nacho, I'm going to stick with my pick. Hold on. I got to pick him up in the Kettle Brand dill pickle.
And we are not getting any sort of
Well, I'm trying to
kickbacks
do
from
it
this
as
at all.
I'm trying to
You got to smile and wink into the camera.
Shout out Kettle Brand.
Which I don't
Wink,
like
Will.
Whichever one you want.
There you go. That's terrible. You gotta work on that.
And
Shout out Kettle Brand.
I go reach in and be like, "This is a bad one." They would have gave me a full big boy if it was a real commercial. Dance with
Look
my
how
friends.
happy you are. Yeah.
Wow,
We're at a
eating dill
cookout. We're probably
pickles.
having like a barbecue and
Those are a very good barbecue chip.
All right,
Not
well,
a barbecue chip, but a chip for a barbecue.
Yeah, put it on your plate next to a hot dog.
Mamma
Perfect.
mia.
Have you guys ever had put pickles on hot dogs? Really
I have
great.
Chicago style dog. I enjoy it a lot.
When I have hot dogs, I always
Chicago
put
dog.
ketchup,
Relish.
mustard, lettuce, and full pickles on it.
Yeah, I just do
Makes
a
it a lot
relish,
better.
or I love onions too, like either raw, like white onions diced up real tiny, or like caramelized onions, obviously, or the goat. So
Now, is that hot dog served with diarrhea, or does that come later?
no,
comes
that's if you
later.
put chili,
Okay.
put a chili dog on it.
That's after.
Those are onions are vegetables. On a hot dog by itself is not good for you, but if you're gonna do it with all the fixings.
You dress it up.
Sucking on a chili dog.
Sucking on
Alright,
chili
so-
dogs.
I'm the decider factor here. So now, this is a tough one because I do enjoy both of these chips.
Right.
I would say
I'll
if
eat a
the
nacho.
Dorito-
I'll eat a Doritos nachos, no problem. It's just not what I would pick.
Oh wait, before we go, let's go. What chip did Taco Bell make a shell out of? Was it the nacho cheese or was it the dill pickle?
That's
But
a
they
good
technically also made it
argument.
with Cool Ranch.
They also made a Cool Ranch one.
Okay, well,
So-
good thing Cool Ranch ain't in this one. William.
I'm just saying, but I'm just also saying, Frito-Lay and or who I think they own Doritos. They just
Probably
had
own.
they're just
Kettle
or they
as
just
well.
had they're just a big brand that wanted to do another collaboration with another big brand. And Doritos kind of goes with tacos. Dill pickle just
Exactly.
doesn't- But dill pickle wouldn't go with tacos. That doesn't make sense.
I don't make the rules. I don't know what to tell you.
Anyway,
Well, I don't-
now Brian would never have picked this one, but if Brian picked the spicy nacho cheese Dorito,
Yeah, it's
I
the
would
spicy version.
be more inclined to pick that one. But I know Brian, with his baby tongue, would not pick that.
I don't got baby tongue.
So it goes both ways. I do like the kettle.
It's
This is tough.
It's potato versus corn, which we didn't talk about that. The corn chip versus a potato chip.
Yeah. Which I think I gotta go dill pickle just because I like the kettle cooked potato over the
Corn Dorito.
corn. But the flavor of the Doritos is what puts it over the edge, and the nacho cheese is just like it's fine. It's not great. It's just fine.
This is
So-
horseshit. All three of my picks, out, gone.
And
Like
are
that.
gone from existence. They're
Can't have
actually
one
they've been
anymore.
like in that movie when no one remembered the Beatles yesterday. It's like
Horrible
that.
movie,
It's
by
like
the
that.
way. Horrible ass
You
movie.
didn't like it?
No,
I
it was
liked
trash. It was so
liked it.
stupid.
It was stupid because like kind of just went for like he was performing with Ed Sheeran out of nowhere, and then it's like, but did you see it? Well, at
I
the
won't.
end, because the Beatles were never a thing.
Wait, hold on. Spoiler.
Spoiler. It's not a movie that's
Okay.
like the Avengers or anything. At the end, then because the Beatles never happened, John Lennon never got killed, so John Lennon's just living in a shack, and the guy he goes and sees John Lennon, and it is a bit weird where John Lennon's just not like, who are you, you random stranger?
He's like some fisherman.
Yeah, but he still wore the same. He still decided to wear the same glasses, even though his whole future life didn't happen.
Well, obviously they had to denote that it was John Lennon, so they're gonna keep those.
Yeah,
glasses.
obviously. And there was like a weird, like kind of half CG face a bit, or makeup. It was a little weird. All right, well, let's not talk about that movie too much.
Yeah, chips, right?
Chips.
Yeah, chips.
So my dill pickle moves on. Brian, I'm sorry, you're just. This is a me and Kev bracket now.
I guess so.
You could sit in the corner and eat your. Well, no, you'll be the deciding factor in all these now. So don't
True.
go nowhere.
I have the power.
Oh, now he's gonna take revenge on us.
Yeah.
All right, next up is 2 versus 7. Kevin's number 2 pick, the Frito barbecue twists, the little DNA strands that covered in barbecue dust, versus my also right next to me. I haven't opened it, but it's here. The Kettle brand crinkle cut salt and freshly ground pepper.
Damn, we're really going for the Kettle sponsorship.
We're trying.
I think just the Kettle. Well, like you said, bro, the Kettle method of cooking potato chips is the best. And then they have before every single bag closes up and seals, they crank really freshly ground pepper inside, and then it goes to and then they seal it.
So all the pepper's just on the top.
No, it gets mixed around.
And then they shake
during shipping. Yeah. Oh yeah. There's a little. It goes to the next thing. It seals it, and then it does
making
a
this
little,
up.
and then
He
it
has
does
no
a
idea.
It does a little up and down on the conveyor belt, and then it goes on to package and then ship across the world.
Wait,
That's definitely not how it.
The
You
US
went
at
to
least.
the factory too? You're really going. For
I
the
was trying
sponsorship.
to get the sponsorship for Brothers Thrice. They said, "How many listeners do you have?" And I said, I showed them my app that has how many listeners we have, and they said,
No.
and they gave me these 2 bags of chips. I didn't buy them; they gave them to me.
You said earlier that you bought them, so
Oh shit!
this charade is over. You ruined the bet. So I'm gonna go first, and because I have a couple points now, I do really enjoy the cracked pepper kettle chips. They definitely rebranded those because they used to be salt and cracked pepper, and then they changed it.
And they want to get the
say on the
crack
bag.
out of it.
Wait, look at the bag.
It does say
new look.
It says
New
new
look,
look,
but
new look, same great taste.
Yeah,
But I think
okay.
so does
I
this
remember.
one. Oh no, it doesn't. Never mind.
Yeah, because those were used to be called sea salt and cracked black pepper, but I don't know.
But it says bolder and crunchier.
Ooh,
So
nice.
But maybe the crack. They want to keep crack out of it. They're like, let's just not do crack.
No crack.
No
Just
crack.
regular
cocaine.
So the Fritos barbecue twists are delightful. They're different, being that they're like a weird shape, kind of look like pasta.
Very crunchy.
Oh yeah.
I love a barbecue chip. I feel like that's something that is delicious in all kinds of forms. But this one specifically is they're corn chips, right? Because they're Fritos.
Very corny.
Something that is different with these chips specifically, comparatively to all the other chips on our bracket, is that the bag of the Frito barbecue twists, because they are not in chip form, do not have the same amount of air in the bag.
Yeah, that bag is
other
full. That
bag is massive. Like you get a regular snack, but it's full to the brim.
They do have a lot more in there. Surface area.
So many more chips than you would if it was just a regular barbecue chip.
I think because they're more.
I
think because they're more hardy, they're not worried about them breaking. They're
right. So you're getting more
True.
chips. Also, because of the twists and everything, there's actually more surface area on the chip to have more flavor.
It's like shelves for dusting.
Exactly. So so they're more jam-packed with flavor, and you get more chips within each bag. So I would say that is an amazing quality to have when you're picking your chip and you're standing on the aisle and you're like, what should I get? That helps you with that.
Have you ever had different chip, obviously, but I used to have them in college, and they're so gross but good at the same time. They have Fritos branded chili cheese flavored Fritos.
I've never had those, no.
And they're like so like smoky and like chili, like they taste like you're eating a bowl of chili.
Gross.
When you eat the Fritos.
As advertised.
But it's something about it. Like I would eat them in college, and then because they'd be like in the vending machine in our hall or whatever, and I would eat them and just be like, God, these are so terrible, but they're so good. I tried to explain because it was like corn with the chili. It was a whole thing.
The chip that I used to get at the vending machine all the time in college was, I've never seen them really after. It was the TGI Fridays brand.
Oh, the buffalo
potato
wings?
skin.
No,
potato skin chips.
Yeah.
They were actually really good.
It's like
And I was
cheese and
just like-
bacony kind of thing.
Yeah, I was like, this is a weird chip. They're like, I don't even know who makes it. TGI Fridays making chips now.
I guess
I don't
so.
know, but they were good.
They have their frozen line of stuff.
Yeah, yes, but this is like a bag of chip. It was very weird, but they were in the vending machine, so I used to get them all the time.
That and strawberry milk.
I love strawberry milk.
Never liked. I'm a chocolate or regular. Even though I don't
strawberry
drink
milk is
either
delicious.
one.
I remember getting it at like 3 a.m. and getting a call from Dad the next day. Why are you getting strawberry milk at 3 a.m? I was like, why are you looking at my account? I'm like, I could be doing so much worse things at 3 a.m.
He's like,
I'm
yeah.
just getting strawberry milk.
The rest of your class is getting shit faced, and you're like, I got strawberry milk.
I got strawberry milk.
Have you guys had the strawberry milk? It's so good.
It's
Like I'm doing. Never mind. I'm doing crazy drugs and drinking. You're like, I got strawberry milk.
I got strawberry milk.
Let's talk about the sea salt and cracked pepper. It's
fresh
like
ground
Brian's.
pepper, Will. It's not cracked anymore.
Oh, sorry, ground, not cracked. It's kettle. I'm sorry. Sponsor us.
Now they're not gonna.
Brian's pick for the kettle regular sea salt one. Classic, great chip. Nothing wrong with it, but just not for this bracket. This one adds the pepper. Really adds a little something that's like it's salty, obviously, but then also the pepper gives a little bit of a bite to it that just. It's like I think it's like besides the sea salt, this is like another top like classic, really just simplified, not like crazy like the Doritos blasted with flavor, covered in dust. This seems like a classy, like you'd have this on charcuterie board next to like cheese and meats and wine. Honestly.
Oh, so this chip's some fancy bitch?
Well, it feels elevated above just a regular sea salt. Like the pepper gives it a little and especially the branding where it's like freshly ground pepper. I'm thinking like a big crank, and it's like ooh, would you like some pepper, sir? And next to
It's
your
an elegant
wine.
chip.
I think it's an elegant chip, yes. And but honestly, I like both of these picks, so I'm happy with either way it goes because I've eaten both and I like both.
All right.
But I want to win.
I'm gonna stick with my twists just for one reason too, because those chips you can eat on their own and they're good on their own. However, if you add a dip to them, so much better. Like I'm not dipping my barbecue twists in anything, but if you get a French onion dip with those chips, you get the pepper and the French onion. Delicious. So I feel like those are much more enhanced with a dip than by themselves.
But still good on their own, like you
stick with my
said.
pick. Yeah, they're good on their own, but they're not as flavorful on their own. So I'm gonna go with my twists.
I'm gonna stick with mine. I do like the twist a lot, but I do feel like because sometimes the bags are so chock full, I have problem with stop. Like if I feel like I've had enough, but it's still some in the bag, I'll finish the bag because I have a monster. But those chips, I feel like the twists, I feel like I do get sick of quicker, even though they're really good. I'll probably eat more than I probably want to because there's so many in the snack bag, like so chock full.
So I mean, the fact that you just made that there's more for less, you made a negative, and I don't understand how that happened.
That's how you spin it, baby. This is politics. Hey,
The chip politics.
there's just too many chips, too many twists. I can't do it.
There's too many chips and the 1% of chips.
We should spread the chips out. Everyone get some chips. All right. So, Brian, what's your pick here, Sunday
Here's
boy?
the thing. I don't like barbecue chips. I do not like the Lay's potato chips, the barbecues. I avoid those at all costs.
At all costs? That seems a bit
All
much.
costs. like in the box, like in the snack box that has like the Doritos and the Cheetos and the Lay's potato chips and everything, and it has the barbecues. Those would always be in the last left in the box for me. However, I love me some barbecue twists. Those are good.
So you don't stay away from that barbecue?
No,
at all costs, you said?
It's a different animal entirely. I don't know why, but it just tastes so, like I was very hesitant the first time I had it because I was like, I don't like barbecue chips. And I think
The twists.
and I had the twist, and I was like, oh, maybe it's the element of the honey that changes it for me. I don't know, but oh boy, those are like my road trip chips because those are at every gas station ever, no matter how big nor small. You can find
Big nor
those wherever you go, and they are so good. The what Kev mentioned before about how it's filled to the brim is always appreciated. as a
More bang for your
consumer,
buck.
I always appreciated it. So I'm going with the Fritos barbecue twist, baby. I just love how they look like it's like I'm
Wow.
eating dried pasta. I feel so naughty.
Well, it's interesting.
I'm eating pasta.
All right. I thought you would go with mine, Brian, because it is the one that's closest to your. You said I got potato chips popped out of my mouth and landed on my lip. I got it though.
Gross.
I had grandpa lip for a second.
Shout out.
Shout out. These are the closest to your plain sea salt ones, kettle cooked.
True.
I thought you would go it this way because these are just a little bit above what your sea salt ones were. So I was a bit surprised, honestly. But I'm okay with
they're
either way.
very, very delicious. But up against the twisties, I gotta go with the twist.
All right. I still do like both of these picks. So I've had so many twists, I can't count. So that moves on. Cool. Then we go back to the top of the bracket. Now the number one pick is now in play because now it has a competitor. So now it's my number one. I'm guessing Lay's did it, not Lay's. Ruffles, the Ruffles Ridges did it. I think there's multiple people who have it, but I think they're like the OG. The Ruffles Ridges cheddar sour cream versus in the I think white and blue bag is like the classic one. Versus the Kevin's pick 8, the Zapp's Voodoo. So now this is a toughie for me because I really enjoy both these chips. Zapp's was right on my list. It just didn't make my top. But something about the cheddar sour cream for me, it kind of does both things for me. It gives me the cheddary that I don't eat cheese that very much because I don't love the texture.
You don't like cheese.
But no, I don't like the texture of cheese. A chip, I like Cheez-Its. I like everything that has cheese or flavored cheese. Why not? But when it becomes the gooey stuff, that's not what I'm into. But flavor is great. So when the cheddar, so it gives you that kind of that end of flavor, and then you have the sour cream, which gives you.
And
I
don't like
also
sour
don't like
cream
sour cream
either.
in real life. So I think this is me living out my fantasies of not wanting to eat these things in their real forms, but in chip form, I like it.
And these are your fantasies, Will? We need to work on
Not
that.
fantasies, just like my
What's your
we need
ultimate
to get-
fantasy? I'm eating cheese
Cheddar
and sour cream.
It's not my fantasy. I mean, I worded that wrong. I mean more like my things I can't do in the real forms. So I'm still appreciating the flavors just in a different form. That's all I meant.
Okay.
Right. in
So
your
the
fantasies.
cheddar and then the sour cream. You get the tang of the sour cream. You get the cheesiness and the cheddar, the cheddary saltiness. I don't know what. It's not umami. It's just savory of the cheese, right?
There
Yes.
you go.
Savoriness of the cheese, the tang of the sour cream, put together into one beautiful. And I like the ridges. The ridges really make it a heartier, crunchy, good chip. So that's the cheddar sour cream.
Yeah. So I
I
know I'm
always
not going
love
to rehash.
those cheddar sour creams are so good.
Yeah.
Shout out.
I'm not going
to
to rehash the Zaps. But I'm personally going to go with the cheddar sour cream too, though.
Wow.
Yeah, because that's
Whoa.
childhood. I feel like those were big when we were younger.
Yeah.
I like to get
And
the
they're
little
still holding
bag
strong.
of 'em.
Yeah.
They're delicious, so I would go with those.
Well,
I would eat those all the time, the sour cream and cheddar ones. Shout out to Jake the Snake. When we were like 14, we would have our sleepovers. We would stay up late and play Call of Duty Zombies with a 2-liter bottle of Mountain Dew and a big-ass bag of these chips. Ah,
Nice.
youth.
Not Doritos? Those?
No, always those. Because before he would come over, he would go to 7-Eleven and pick up those two things. And then we'd hang out.
Nice.
Then we'd fill our tummies with bubbles and cheese chips. Well, this is I think the reason this whole bracket popped up is because this past weekend I picked up a little sandwich for my wife Emily, while she was getting her haircut, and she wanted a little sandwich or something, so I also got a little snack bag, size bag of the cheddar sour cream. 'Cause I'm like, oh, everyone likes these. I honestly didn't even think about it. It was like on the next in the deli case or whatever. I was like, oh, these chips are right here, the little snack size, perfect. To go along with her little wrap I got. I get in the car, I give it to her, like, oh, here, I got these for you too. She's like, oh, thanks. And she's like, oh, I hate these. It tastes like, and then she had one, and she's like, they taste like vomit. They taste like puke. And I was like, these are so good. Like, everyone likes these. You're like the odd man out. And then we came home and we saw you guys for Christmas. I was like, do you guys like it? Everyone said they liked it. So they said that
She's just weird.
She's
Em's
just
weird.
That's right.
Must be.
Em is very behind on these episodes, though, so she probably won't hear this for like a month and a half, maybe. So when she hears it, though, you're weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So cheddar sour cream moves on. Now going down to the bottom of the bracket, now we have the kettle dill pickle. Hold on.
Nice.
Versus
the Frito barbecue.
Frito barbecue chips. Do you have them?
Hold on. No.
Oh, I'm gonna say
I don't.
I'm saying if you had them, you didn't pull them out before. What the heck?
No, I do not.
Well, I'm gonna take another bite just to remind myself how good they are. The dill separates it from just like a normal like pickle chip. The dill really gives it a good go. All right.
What else would be on another pickle chip other than dill?
Some of them don't have the dill, the fresh dill. You can see it on it. It's not just like dill powder. It's like little flecks of real dill.
All right.
All right. So we've already talked about them. They're definitely different flavors. Like different. They're not like really on the same side of things. I think I love the spiral twists of the barbecue. They're really good. These I think it's also just the corn versus potato again. I think the kettle cooked just tastes like more like I'm eating a real like actual food. The corn sometimes I'm like, what is like I know it's corn, but like everything is made of corn, so I'm like I don't really know what I'm eating right now. Like how do they make it this size, this straight, this space, this shape? I don't know how it gets like that, but like the potato, I can
Corn
tell
flour.
like this was sliced and then fried, and like how I know how they did that. So
Sure.
artificial versus real, whatever you like to eat.
Usually,
Sure,
I'm more of like a corn tortilla chip kind of girl, to be honest, over the potato.
You don't have potato. You don't have potato tortilla chips. That's not a thing. Flour.
You know what I mean, William?
Yeah, but it's either corn or flour when it comes to tortilla. This is a potato.
I know. I usually go more with the corn chip rather than the potato.
Oh. Okay.
Is what I'm saying.
Yeah. This is a chip bracket. Will, what do you think he was talking about?
Well, he said corn tortilla chip. Like, well, the opposite of a corn tortilla chip isn't a potato tortilla chip. It's a flour tortilla chip. Oh wait, or the
Whatever. You know what he meant.
well, what are Tostitos made out of? Because Tostitos
Those are corn.
Those are corn.
They're also
Some
corn?
of them are multi-grain though, so some of them.
Because there's ones like you
have
really
multi-grain.
taste are corny, and then like the Tostitos, like the lime Tostitos, don't taste like corn really to me. But I guess they are.
Well, they're also very processed.
I guess so.
But they're corn chips, I believe.
It's like more like corn, like really processed corn, like fine corn powder or corn flour
Yeah.
versus like a corn chip.
Right.
Is like a
Corn
Frito is very corny.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what they do.
Yes.
Different. Very corn forward. All right, make your picks.
BBQ twists all day.
I'm going with the pasta twists.
All right, that's fair. These ones are like I think elevated and good, but I think the twists do have something that you don't have.
I think it's
anyway.
also to the amount you get. It just makes for a better
They got the
experience.
je ne sais quoi.
The I don't know what.
The
All
je ne
right,
sais
so
quoi.
that moves on.
Wait, that's what that means?
Je ne sais quoi means no. That je ne sais quoi means that I don't know. I don't know in French. Yeah. So when someone's like, "Oh, he has that je ne sais quoi," it means like I don't really know how to describe the attribute he has, or that he just has it.
Huh.
Well, learning something new.
Damn, look at that.
What about Ulu vous couchez à ce soir?
Okay,
No,
well, that's
it's,
not-
pronou-
that's
it's
not-
pronounced. It's about "Voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir." That means, will you come to bed with me tonight? Tonight.
Two nights in a row?
Coucher? No, just like they say
I
it.
know,
She says it twice.
I'm joking, William.
Voulez-vous coucher avec moi? With me, avec moi. And ce soir is tonight. So when they're saying that's why one time in my senior year of high school, we had French class come, and I was paired with like the one good-looking French girl, or the one like younger French girl that was like with their class. I got paired with her to bring her around with for the rest of my day and like go to each period. And there was guys in my class being like, "Voulez-vous coucher avec moi?" Because that's the one thing they knew in French. And I was like, don't say that. Don't say that. I like had to protect her because they were saying rude things. So the rude things they didn't understand what they were saying, and especially in high school.
You're
It's like, don't do that.
You're such a good guy.
Well, I knew what they were saying, and I didn't want her to be put off by dumb Americans.
Will's such an ally.
Of
A
the
French ally,
Sure.
yeah.
So then moving back up to the top of the bracket, we have cheddar sour cream now going against Dorito spicy sweet chili purple bag. This is Brian's no to both or what?
No, the
he's
sweet
going
chili
no to the
can-
sweet chili.
I
'cause
would.
it's
I
too
wouldn't
spicy
even.
for him.
I wouldn't even wipe my ass with a sweet chili. That would hurt.
It
so
would burn.
bad.
It would burn. It's too spicy for your
Yeah,
mouth.
I wouldn't do that
What do you
either.
think it's gonna do to your beehole?
Oh man, that'd be painful.
Well, you know where Brian stands on this one because he doesn't like. He's too spicy for his little baby tongue.
Yeah, well, I'm sticking with it because it is the best Dorito flavor out there.
I'm torn. I'm actually torn because I do really like the spicy sweet chili. I feel like right now I want to go to the store and just have them both and have a taste off back to back because I'm like, I don't know which one.
Also, purple is one of your favorite colors.
Sure.
So
I like all colors though. I don't have that. I don't have a really favorite anymore.
it's not brown.
There's Will being an ally again.
I don't see color. This is hard. I don't know. I'll say someone else go, but you guys have all said it. I'm gonna go with. I'll do the purple bag. I'll do it. It was really
Purple bag.
when I saw it was really really good, and I just was not.
you a bitch,
I forgot. Oh, I went off my own pick, so that means it's actually. I'm being honest. I don't want to be lying.
being
and
honest.
Be like, let me be honest.
You're a snake,
here.
Will. You're a snake.
Well, now this is a Kev versus Kev finale here.
I win.
So now it's Kev versus Kev on the purple. Honestly, very similar kind of vibe chip. You have the Dorito spicy sweet chili versus the Fritos barbecue twists in the finale. Brian looks pissed. Look at his face.
And
Or is he
potentially frozen.
I think he's frozen. Actually.
frozen.
I'm frozen. I'm moving right now.
Oh,
No,
your
you're
face,
frozen
Your face
with
is frozen.
pissed-
Okay, you're good.
Oh,
you're
there you
back.
go.
But your eyes were like half open. You were like, oh, he's pissed about this. Then he wouldn't move. I'm like, oh no, he's frozen. So let us vote. This is a toughie for me too because I do like both.
I like both, but I feel like it's not that hard. It's the spicy sweet chili all the
Oh
way.
no, it's not. It is the barbecue twist. The bang for the buck, Kev. The bang for the buck.
I know, but the sweet chili is just so good.
I'm gonna give it also to the sweet chili because it gives
It's
us
so good.
It gives this little bit of spice, a little hint of spice. Nothing even like Brian says.
It's
it
not
is.
spicy.
It's not spicy, but it gives a little spice that you sometimes you want in a chip. That kind of gives you a little ooh, my tongue's awake, my body is alive.
I remember the first time I had the
Yeah,
sweet chili, sweet spicy chili was at school when I was subbing, and they had like a vending machine and they had the bag in there, and I was like, purple Doritos. I've never had. What are purple Doritos? So I was like, I gotta try these. It's like sweet. I one of these, and I was like, oh, these are good. These are.
I want to
sticking
try
around.
the they have other ones. They have other Dorito ones I haven't tried yet, like a spicy citron lemon or a, like it has like
Limon.
it's like spicy with limon, like limon. It's like a citrus.
which is lime.
I know, but it's like they had I think they had a Post Malone commercial where it's like flaming hot almost on them, like the cheddar.
I don't know how I
it's
feel
not the
about that.
same kind of thing. Yeah, I want to try them, but I don't know. I never have.
I'll try them, but like when I first tried that mini bag that I got at the school. I was like,
Yeah.
ooh, these are delicious. I like the next day went to like CVS or a store and I was like, got the big bag of them. I was like, I need some more of these.
And that's
So
that's the signature of a good chip when you need to go back for more and you're like, ooh, that flavor was something I wanted to experience more of.
Well, just a quick announcement. This is now Brothers Twice, not Brothers Thrice, because I'm leaving.
Don't be
I
sour.
renounce.
Don't be salty and sweet and spicy. Come on.
No, don't be salt and vinegar.
Yeah, you
yeah.
you sizzly bitch.
That's you. You with the sizzle tongue.
Yeah, but so that's the pick. If you have not tried the purple bag of Doritos spicy sweet chili, go try them out. They're really
Even
good.
if
but
you don't
honestly,
like
all-
spicy food,
Yeah.
don't listen to Brian. They're
not
not
spicy.
spicy.
It's
They're
not
just good.
Maybe I'm thinking of the spicy nacho as the one that's too spicy.
maybe because I don't. Yeah, I
Probably.
don't. The sweetness of the chip and the kind of like all the other
It's
flavors
not
kind of
that
cancel out the
spicy.
spicy. Yeah.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
We
'Cause,
got,
like,
all right.
you're very adamant about the fact that it's not that spicy.
All right. So when
it's not that
you're
spicy.
you're coming over at the end of this week,
Maybe.
right?
Go to the
All right,
store
well, if you
and
do,
bring some,
we're gonna go to the store. We're gonna get a bag, and we're gonna try them.
or have
you're
it
gonna
ready.
tell
Have
me-
it ready for him when he gets there.
Yeah, I'll make sure I pick up a bag before you get here.
Okay.
And if you see the other limon one, try that one out too. And that one might
Okay.
be too spicy. I don't know.
We'll see.
So
I'll
yeah,
get a small
this
bag
is
of that.
another episode. If we had the time, I would love to have all of our flavors. We buy a bag of it all and we really taste them back to back. But that requires a lot of pre-planning and purchasing that. And we're also in different places, so we can't buy 9 different bags of chips.
Yeah, well, we did that with the cereal. That was
Yeah,
That's
we
what
were
we
together
were,
for that.
we were all together though. We were all together.
I know. I'm just saying that was the only time we did that.
And I liked that. It was fun.
We also did it for the candies, where we bought all the candy, but we were all separate for that.
True.
We bought all the candy?
I think so.
Really?
Or at least most of
We
it.
bought our picks of the candy, I believe.
Oh, our picks. Right?
No, we definitely bought more than that.
I don't
I
remember,
can't
honestly.
remember.
But also
remember going to
buying
the
like a
dollar store
small
and finding
candy versus buying a huge bag of chips.
Yeah.
You know,
And also
like a
finding-
bag of Kettle chips are like $6.
Yeah, these
versus
little-
like you buy like a Kit Kat is like a dollar.
Well, you pay for the
$1.30.
quality.
True.
That's
They are
true.
very good quality.
We don't lose sponsorships.
Yeah. So that Dorito purple bag spicy sweet chili is on top, and that's the pick for Brothers Thrice. We'll be back with another episode soon. Check. I don't know. I lost it.
Okay.
Wow. All right. See
brain-
everybody later.
My brain just completely did a shutdown. That was so bad. I was like, see you
Check.
later, and do a. Ooh.
Meow.
All right, I need to sip more of my Celsius and maybe get a nap later.
Another sponsor.
sponsorship.
Oh,
Yeah.
I would get sponsored by them in a minute. Kettle and Celsius.
Can you give us a wink and
and a sip?
a sip?
Well, glasses off. You can see the eyes better with the wink.
There you go.
I can't see the screen though.
You
It's
need a
blurry.
haircut. That made it worse.
Wait, hold on, ready? I'll
Slow
out of
motion.
my face. I'll swap a hair, wink, and then take a sip.
All right, go
label.
for it.
Oh, label has to be out though. Okay.
Label out.
All right.
Still not out. I can still see the nutrition facts.
What the hole though
There
is
you go.
here. I got to drink the hole.
You got to make it work.
Oh,
you got to
shit.
make it work.
Okay.
We got to see
I'll
that
go to my
label.
lips like that. All right.
Yeah. There it is. And scene. Cut.
No, you have
Beautiful.
the
you got
refreshing
it.
after.
Yeah, sorry. Cut too soon.
All right. Thanks for watching/listening. Talk to y'all later. Eat chips.
Peace.
They're good for you.
Eat chips.
They're vegetables.
Brothers